helping children see valuable in every person. Joni and Friends. Foreword by Joni Eckerson Tata. Illustrated by Trish May. It all started as an ordinary Sunday at church. Some children came yawning and rubbing their eyes. None of them knew they would be a surprise. Garrett was cranky. Jenna had the wiggles. Miss Campbell clapped to silence their giggles. I have an announcement you'll want to hear. Please come join our circle. Let's all gather near. Miss Campbell sat waiting as children grew quiet. They all sat down slowly. That is, except Wyatt. He stood in the back with a small spinning toy. His mom always says he's a busy young boy. The toy helps him focus, keep hands to himself. Miss Campbell keeps extras up high on her shelf. Thank you for giving me all your attention. Before we get started, there's news I will mention. There is a friend who is joining our class this week. Our friend's name is Bri, and like us, she's unique. Her family moved here just 2 weeks. She loves to eat pizza. Her dog's name is Bose. First days can be hard. All things are brand new, like the first day of school. Do you think this is true? It hurts to be. I cried when I started first grade, said Gemma. They looked right at my chair and said I couldn't play ball. It hurts to be left out, Miss Campbell agreed. We should never exclude based on the disability. We're all have this morning to talk about special needs. Have you heard of that phrase? Did you know what it means? I do, called out Wyatt while waving his hand. God made me unique. It was part of his plan. Thanks, Wyatt, Miss Campbell said with a kind nod. You're right. We're all created uniquely by God. Bride's parents have asked that I share news with you. She has some special needs to be aware of, just a few. Sometimes we call disabilities special needs. Some are quite clear and some others have unseen. You have friends who use braces to help their legs walk, or friends who are deaf and use two other hands to talk. Jamel uses his wheelchair to help him go fast. Have you heard from Beep as the buzzes past? Bride doesn't like some sounds or loud noises she hears. She often wears headphones to cover his ears. Lutisa's arm raised in the air rather quick. Is there something wrong? Is our new friend Bri sick? Disabilities are germs that you're able to share. They're part of creation. There's no need to be scared. God made us. We read in Paul's 39. He made us unique. He made us unique. He made us unique. And we're one of a kind. God, our Creator, made us with great care. He planned every future from our toes to our hair. Ah, don't rip it. A knock on the door brought Miss Campbell to her feet. Returning, she said, "Class, here's someone to meet." Bryce Bob gently removed the headphones and then turned to go. Miss Campbell said, "Friends, you can please, we have, hello, hello, please join the circle. We'll continue our lesson. The Bible is where we find answers to our question. We were talking about how God made us unique, from the top of our heads to the soles of our feet." Did you know that to balance, big toes to play apart, and tiny veins to carry the blood to come in your heart, we could not even talk. Read. Zeke. Thank you. Even talk? We can't get a trick without lifting the cup to bite into a cookie. My aunt picks it up. As it is, there are many parts, but there is only one body. The eye can say to the hand, "If I don't need you," the head can't say to the feet, "I don't need you." Miss Campbell was excited. Isn't it neat? All the parts work together to make the body complete. Paul teaches the churches work the same way. Every member has value and a part to play. Jamil laughed. Even if some parts don't work right, we're still important to God and never out of His sight. The parts of the body that seem to be weaker are the ones we can't do without. The parts that we think are less important we treat with special honor. God gifted us all with unique talents to bring. Some like to pray, and some others can sing. Zeke, read. Yeah, right here. There are those who make coffee and pastors who preach. There are members like me who are able to teach. My mom rocks the babies on Sunday, Aunt said. She prays for each one and then kisses his head. No service at church is too big or too small. We want everyone here. Our class time will quickly come to a close. Do you have any questions or things you don't know? Sammy, a shy boy, then raised up his hand. My brother has special needs. I understand. I'm so glad the lesson had helped you to see. Disabilities are part of how God made us unique. Let's pray and thank God for teaching us about our work. And the small voice said, "God, thank you for making me feel welcome at church. Anyone who welcomes a little child like this one in my name welcomes me.